When you do look at like your role on this team, something that a lot of people mention is your personality and how much fun you have out there. Do you feel like a responsibility to kind of bring positivity in tough times?
Yeah, definitely. My whole life, it's been molded by adversity, bad things, and throughout it all, my parents, my mom especially, my dad, they've always preached one thing: always believe that you're blessed and you could put a smile on someone else's face, no matter how bad your day is. So I definitely try to bring that out here onto the pitch every single day.
How close are you with your parents?
Very close, extremely close.
How do you stay in contact with them?
WhatsApp. Do you know what's WhatsApp?
Yeah, I know WhatsApp.
Yeah. WhatsApp. My dad, he doesn't have an iPhone, so I can't FaceTime him, but yeah, WhatsApp.
Have they ever been to the States?
Yeah, I got a lot of family up in the States actually, so my parents have been here a lot. My dad is gonna actually come up for senior night, so that'll be cool. And then hopefully, if we make it to the Final Four, he's gonna be there in Philly too, so that'll be nice.
Now you say hopefully the Final Four. Is that the end goal? Was that the end goal to start this year? The end goal when you got to Indiana?
Yeah, personally for me, I wanted a championship. My uncle, he played at Columbia University. I think they lost to IU in 1981. So growing up, I always knew that Columbia was always a good school, but IU was always that, like the Mount Everest of college soccer. And I always told him growing up, I don't know who I'm going to play for, but I am going to win a national championship. And God just so has it that I ended up at IU. So that is definitely the end goal.
How much of your parents' impact do you think influenced just your level of energy and positivity?
100%, 150%. As I said, man, every single day, no matter if it's raining, whether it's sunny, it could be snowing, I could be having the worst day. I just gotta believe that I am blessed and I could put a smile on somebody else's face, because you never know what other people are going through. If they see a smile on my face, it might brighten up their day. And to me, that's what it's all about. Soccer for me is gonna end in 15, 20 years max. In my playing career. What would I have done other than score goals? I think the impact that we have on people, how they feel when they look at us, how they lean on us for like positivity, confidence, that's the most important thing about soccer to me.
Have you always thought like that when you were back in Trinidad, when you were growing up playing soccer?
I wouldn't say so. I was a very stubborn kid, and then I think by the time like I hit 15, my dad, he was like, okay, like I was going through one of those stages in my life, and my dad basically put me to the side, and he was like, there's two paths you could go down. You could be positive, be a nice young man, stay in my house, or be stupid, be irresponsible, and you gotta leave. So I was like, all right, well, that's not really much choice, but okay. And then from there, my spiritual life definitely took a turn as well for the positive.
Well, how do you maintain that spirituality while you're a student athlete, you're going to classes, you're training every day? How do you have time for that?
I pray all the time. When I'm on the bus and I'm just looking out the window, I'm praying, Lord, help me be positive. Help this girl who's next to me if she has on, like today, for instance, this girl had on like a short pants and a t-shirt. I was like, it's cold. Why don't you have on like something? I was like, God, help her to stay warm. Like, I'm just praying all the time. And that's not just, oh, Shadi's such a great person or whatever. That is a direct reflection of my parents, of my family, of my little sisters, of my best friends. That's not me alone. That's everybody else and that impact on my life.
How special is this team now?
It's easy at this point. Like from the outside looking in, you could say, wow, these guys are so good. They're number one. They could be cocky at this point. But that isn't the vibe at all on this team, because we know that we are a part of something bigger than ourselves. The work we put in last year, the work that has been put in the year before, 40 years before this, we're just a small part of the bigger picture, and we recognize that, and we're just all trying to put a stamp on this program the best we could.
Do you guys have conversations about that?
I won't say we have. We're a very goofy bunch, so we'd never be serious at all. If you look at us, you may think, oh wow, these guys are so professional and serious, but really we're just kids in grown men's body. Like that's basically what we are. But we definitely have a sort of aura about this team that we know that once we come onto this pitch, it's business. We have got to be better each and every single day. And I think that resonates throughout from number 1 straight to number 31 on the team.
Now, you mentioned how goofy of a bunch you guys have. After every goal, you guys are celebrating, and you're scoring a lot. Yeah. 5th most in the nation at this point. Griff said you're the one who organized a lot of these dance celebrations. Is that true?
Yeah, I would say that.
So how many of these you got in your arsenal?
We got some more coming.
Okay.
We got some more coming.
Now, can you run me through a few of the ones you guys have already done?
Okay, so Griff, he scored his first goal, I think, the first weekend, and then he went on a kind of stalemate for a little while. But Griff's one of the best attackers in the country, hands down. And one day I was like, Griff, come look at this dance. He was like, what is it, Shadi? I was like, and so obviously Weddy was here last year, and Weddy put me onto a lot of English music, and the name of the dance is the lean and bop. It's basically you're just leaning and bopping. Lean and bop, lean and bop. And it's simple, but that's something I showed Griff, and Griff started to giggle. I was like, you like that? He was like, yeah. I was like, okay, next goal you score, we're doing that. He scored, we did that. Then we got the Hotline Bling, which is like Drake's dance.
Yeah, everyone's got that down.
Drake and Griezmann.
Of course.
So I've been doing that a lot because I like that. Then Mason has his Millie Rock, which is Mason likes that. So I don't.
You don't touch him with that.
I don't touch him with that. But we gotta switch it up a little bit. I think we gotta score some more goals and get some new dances for sure.
And then you and Corey, I believe on your first goal this season, you had this kind of move here.
So that was totally impromptu. Like we did not make that up.
You impromptu both had the same exact.
Yes, that was. I still look at that goal like we still laugh about it because we did not know what we were doing, but it looked perfect. But we were hoping that's how it would look. I am not the best dancer. My family would tell you that. Okay. I am not the best dancer, but I've always been dancing my whole life. It's just something fun to do on the side.
Are you the best dancer on the team?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, hands down. We got some robots on this team. This team has a lot of robots.
Like who? Who we calling out?
Frankie. Frankie cannot dance. Frankie cannot dance. Who else? I don't know, man. We have robots, but we're getting better.
Okay.
Regular season, it's a time to like clean up all our mistakes.
Mm-hmm. And then postseason play.
Oh,
clean as dance.
Oh, we are gonna. Oh my gosh, they're gonna sign us. I'm telling you, we're gonna go viral pretty soon.
Okay. Now, when you look back at your legacy here at IU, what do you want that to be?
I mean, obviously, every game that I play, my goal is to score goals. First and foremost, as a striker, that's what you're being brought here to do. So obviously, I want to score a lot of goals for my team, help my team out. But most importantly, as I said, soccer isn't the end of life. As you get older, you realize that. The impact I would love to leave on this program is just positivity and being a blessing to everyone around you. At the end of the day, that's what I want to do. Try to bring people closer to Christ and always give off a good vibe all the time. Always smiling, just making people happy. That's what it comes down to.
And when your time's up at Indiana, what's the end goal?
The goal is to go pro, whether it be in the U.S. or Europe. The goal is to go pro. That's the goal.
How long have you had that dream?
Since I was in Pampers. 1998, looking at France beat Brazil in the World Cup final. When Zinedine Zidane scored those 2 goals. That's when I knew I wanted to go pro. You could ask my dad. He'd tell you that at that moment I knew I wanted to be pro.
And the last thing I'll ask you is, you guys are #1 in the country.
Yeah.
What's that like? What's the team mentality? And like, do you guys think about that often? Like that ranking and what the potential end goal is and how seemingly close you guys are?
We appreciate what we've done. We appreciate what we could do. But at the end of the day, we want to, every team that we come across, we want to kill. Like, that's as simple as I could say. We want to eat them alive. I'm not even lying. I'm telling you, we want to eat them alive. So that's my take on that.
Well, thank you very much, man.
Thank you.
You're awesome.
Thanks, bro.
God, you're the best conversation ever. Oh my God.
Thank you.